Now, the topic on this particular episode is quite a very simple one. Now, yeah, guys, I'm a peaceful guy. I'm always peaceful, always nice. But the heading is this. So, if the heading says this, you know we have order to bring to the subject matter. Some of these things, when I find these particular stories, you'll wonder, like, where does Ricky get these things? Hey, even me, I can't tell you. So this one, I was browsing the Facebookings and what yesterday, and one of my friends had posted, kind of like shared a certain picture that kind of like was baffling for me, and so it made me think, what pub is this? But what it was this particular picture here. It's a gentleman's club, basically. That's the picture that I saw, and the thing that baffled me was not necessarily that picture. It's a gentleman's club. It's a club where there's basically, for those that are too churchy, it's a pub basically where there's adult dancers, like people who don't clothe. They go there, they do their things. Now, to each man his own. We're not. Some of us are not into those type of things, and so we stay away from that stuff, right? But the thing that bothered me was not that. The thing that bothered me was that I had seen the logo. The logo. That particular logo, that's the thing. I had noticed it. Because I remember that there was a gospel musician who was called there. And as you can see, it's Tinah Zungu. Now, Tinah Zungu. Tina, how are you? Hi, Chief, you like things. No, you. Now, you guys remember Tinah always trending for funny reasons. Recently, he has been appointed a pastor of a church. Now, I brought up the question of, you know what? It doesn't. It sounds like they just put him there. It doesn't sound like he has pretty much of a calling. And so, but what to do? So that's Tinah Zungu. Lately, you'll note that Tinah has been going and attending the shows, but he doesn't go alone. Tinah has been promoting his child's career, like the child's musical career and so forth. Now, understandable, South Africa is hard, if you can fit the child into, okay, be it so. But for me, there is a limit. Now, maybe not for you, I probably understand, but I'm gonna stack them up, okay? Recently, Tinah was acting on a role on something, and there was a graphic scene where he has a sex scene in this show. He had to come out. He was apologetics and unapologetics. He was there busy. On the screen, on TV screen, there are people who have been acting forever. They have never had to act those kind of scenes. You, the first time you act, and they give you that role as a pastor. Man. And so, first problem, he's a gospel musician. So there's an integrity. Your music has a certain image. Number two, he's a pastor. He's an appointed pastor. And he was doing those things. Okay, fine. Maybe it's acting, right? But now I believe personally, he's gone too far. He's gone way too far. Now, let's go back there. Oh, I forgot to do the intro. It's the Rick's reality show. The daily Christian commentary videos. If it's your first time over here, do be sure to check out some other videos that are down in the pinned comments. And let's get to it. So that's Tinah. He's been really pushing his child's career into the scene, into the music scene, and so forth. But like I stated earlier on, that logo that I saw on the bottom, that they had invited him over there, that was where my issue was. I was like, and they didn't invite him they invited him to Monday. They call them more Sundays. This thing, they call them more Sundays. So, okay. They call them more what? More Sundays. So we know that it's that thing where the gentlemen people over there and doing whatever they're doing. So let's go over. So that's Tinah there. That's Tinah's page. That's him and the whole nine jazz. So if you go to that page, this is the particular post here. It was posted. It's called Rockefeller Soweto, né? And so Rockefeller Soweto, they invited Tinah. So if you go to this particular link that I'm talking about, or if you go to this particular thing, under the album Mo Sunday, with this particular date, the 3rd September 2020 thingy, and you browse the pictures, like it's a club, you know, people are there doing their things, parties and stuff like that, you know, the whole nine jazz. People are into those things. But you might have spotted that Tinah is there performing. So remember, gospel musician is pubbing here. He's singing in a pub where they're drinking alcohol and they are male strippers and female strippers. As in a gang. You are too much Gangnam Style. You are too Gangnam Style. Let's just be honest with you. Let us tell you. He's not just a gospel musician. He's a pastor. Whose hand do you want to lay? You want to lay your hand on who? After performing on a very same stage where there were people naked. Then you want to pray. Problem. Let's go back there. So that's him. So that's the problem. The problem is not just that he's a gospel musician. He's a pastor who's laying hands on people after singing with strippers there. You are too Gangnam Style. Ganga cool. You ganga too much. But if you thought that was pretty much it, go back there. As you read the title, people are having fun, they're doing their things and all that, and then you see Tinah is there. He was performing early this year. And yeah, people are, you know, they're adults. They can be wherever they want to be, right? The issue is here. Why is Tinah's child there? So there is Tinah's child in a pub where there's gentlemen people who are not dressed. You see, the people that are in the picture, they are dressed. If they invited him for more Mondays or more Sundays, whatever they call them. So I don't know if that's the same day where they do those naked people thing. I don't know. I shouldn't know. Why should I be seeking to know? But let's understand something. Tinah took his child to a pub where people go naked. He's a pastor. And his child, underage, is inside there. Hi, Makola Nyakanga. Nyakanga, you are too much Gangnam Style. Nyakanga, nje, indaba yenu ayikho nje, ayikho. I'm waiting to see those ones who want to defend this. I'm waiting. We are waiting for you because we know you are there. Now automatically you are not okay. He's a pastor who's going to lay his hands on someone after you were in the same pub next to the stripper pole. You were there with the stripper pole. Also, you want to then come lay your hands on people. Not only that, if that doesn't get anywhere, like the idea that he's a pastor, your child, he took his child. Wait. Azalan, there's nothing else I want to say here. You are too much Gangnam Style. You are rocking the fellas. I'm sure that's the name of the. You are rocking the fellas. But in heaven, your record is poor. You're a bad representation of what we call a Christian. Because people see that. No, guys, okay, if the part of him being a pastor don't get you, took his child there. We don't have standards anymore. Everything goes. Hayi bazalwane. Hayi. Niyaganga she. You are ganging. They appointed him pastor. The pastor's capability to know that this is a child should not be going, wena uzokhuza athini? What will he khuza you and say? How does he warn against lust and thingy? Is a pastor, the part of pastor. My issue, let's be very clear on my issue. Wants to perform there, he can go perform there. You want to do it, he had to take his child. Strip club. Reality is needed. And a lot of the people that mostly are very loose on this particular subject. No, he has to make money. No, you are a wealthy person. Your mind, you are wealthy. I'm not a musician. I don't know how where a musician should perform or what and gain into our lap. That's not my gift. You go pray to God and ask God how to express your gift. But I have no business expressing my gift in a strip club. Not a pub, a strip club. Where people are, like if you see some of the pictures in this pub, I can't even show here. No. I like my, I like what I present to. So, he took his child. This is the pastor that's going to come preach for you and lay hands on your head. Impartation. Anya kanga